raining more than ever. Know that we'll still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. And of course, Rihanna with Umbrella, making the time at 5 minutes past 1 o'clock. And in case you didn't know, today we have in studio members of the Maryland 2013 Reunion Committee. And this afternoon, we'll be talking to these people from Maryland. They're going to tell us what this whole reunion is all about, how it started, what prompted this reunion. And so we'll be discussing with them. Marylanders listening to 107 FM right now, and you can keep posted so that little in at the end of the program, we will have the time to kind of interact with these people. And so we have with us in studio Theodosia, Clarke-Wah, Maria Nagbe Harrison, and Madam Comfort Erskine Elliott. And Madam Theodosia is the chairperson of the Monrovia Reunion Committee 2013. That's the Maryland County Reunion Committee. Madam Maria Nagbe Harrison is the USA representative, and Madam Comfort Erskine Elliott is the co-chairman of the Reunion Committee for Marylanders 2013. Welcome to Sky FM.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I'd like to start with you, Madam Theodosia Clarke-Wah. You are the chairperson of the Maryland County Reunion Committee 2013. Just tell us a little bit about this whole reunion stuff for Marylanders in Liberia.
Thank you very much. This idea started with our brothers and sisters in the United States. That's why Maria is here. And after having a series of meetings, they decided to contact us in Liberia for us to also get in contact with our Marylanders here in Liberia. So we are here. Maria will introduce how it started, and then we tell you how far we are when it comes to Monrovia and Liberia. Thank you very much.
And thank you so much. We were friends of Maryland County were on Facebook one evening, and we were just reminiscing about our childhood days in Maryland County, and we were going back down memory lane, trying to remember who remember most about what they remember as a child. And so this idea just came about, and we said, well, instead of just sitting here remembering, why don't we plan a trip to Maryland County where we can meet our friends and we can see the places that we used to visit, and then reconnect with our past and try to figure out how we can work towards the development efforts that is ongoing in Maryland County. And so this took off, and everybody liked the idea. And so we, as Dosha said, we made contact with the Marylanders in Liberia, and it kicked off this activity of planning the Maryland County reunion. The reunion is scheduled to start the week of December 22nd through the 29th, and we are earmarking various activities that will take place during that week-long reunion in Maryland County. And we are excited about it, and we are hoping that more Marylanders will come on board to be part of this historic effort.
Okay, Maria Nagbe Harrison, you guys from the U.S. started this whole initiative and then contacted people on the ground. And according to you were thinking about those you knew back home and how you could kind of reconnect with these people. But tell us, if I am from Maryland, this is a whole reunion from Maryland, and then I didn't know Maria, or I didn't know Madam Comfort or any other person, how do I become a part of this reunion because I'm from Maryland?
Well, actually, the group is much bigger than that. We have a Facebook group, Maryland County Reunion 2013, and you can join this group from on the internet. And we have about 750 members of this Maryland County Reunion. And it crosses all works of the Maryland County from maybe the early 60s to current day. So we have young people, we have older people, and we have wide, diverse selection of Marylanders that are part of this group. In addition to that, for those who are not on the internet, we are passing out flyers and letters, and we're taking it to our various senators and representatives, our superintendent, the city mayor, the Gebro governor, the Maryland County Citizen Union, and we have various other women groups in Maryland County that we are aware of that we are contacting directly. So we will hope to reach every Marylander before this program starts so that everybody can be involved in it.
Okay, let's go to the co-chair lady. That's Madam Comfort Erskine. And it's Erskine, isn't it?
Erskine.
Okay, Erskine Elliott.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us, you are the co-chair on the ground here trying to mobilize Marylanders. Give us a gist of how you guys think this whole thing is going to start. You're going to carry people to Maryland from Monrovia. Somebody out there might be wondering, how is it going to be like?
Yeah, it will be easy. Originally, it will appear difficult, but once we have more people involved, by the way of announcement, by the way of encouraging people going from door to door, finding those Marylanders who we know that will have interest, or even if they don't have the interest, there's a way that we can talk to them for them to have passion for their county. So with their full participation, I can assure you that we will all get on board, take cars, and then get back to Maryland to see how our county look from there. And then we can all put ideas together to see what next we can do for our county.
Hmm. Somebody out there, any one of you can answer this question. Somebody out there will be wondering, they're coming to my house to ask me, oh, I'm a Marylander, and they're going to tell me that let's go back home in November. Is it December? Okay, the 22nd of December is when it's going to start. This big reunion that's
Okay.
going to start. They'll be thinking, I'm going back home. How am I going back home? Who's going to pay my transport? Because from here to Maryland is not small money.
Yeah, this is why we are all planning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from now to December is a long time, and we have started planning since the early part of this year. And we have planned and come up with some idea that we need to expand on. We are having series of meetings, and I know we get there. There will be a way for them to go, even if they don't have money, through our arrangement, because we have prominent Marylanders who could maybe
Sponsor.
sponsor a trip, or maybe send a car or vehicle for certain number of persons. We are all working towards this.
Mm-hmm.
And in addition to this, this is Maria. We have various committees set up. So we have the program and fundraising committee that will be responsible for organizing the programs and raising funds for this effort. Then we have a transportation committee that will be looking into different ways of getting us into Maryland County. Then we have lodging committee that will be responsible for lodgings, and then communication and publicity committee, which the three of us are on as well, and that will be responsible for spreading the word out and communicating all our various plans to the Marylanders in Liberia. And then we have the food and drinks committee to give us to eat and drink. And then we're going to do souvenirs, signs and banners committee that will be responsible for getting those T-shirts and various other souvenirs and signs that we'll need to identify ourselves. And then we have, not last but not the least, a prayer and worship committee. We have to give thanks to the Almighty God for making us, for making this possible for us to be able to see Maryland County as we used to do before. So these various committees are working hard, and there's a cross-section of Marylanders. So we have people in the United States looking at how those people who will leave from Europe, United States, and outside of Liberia to travel to Liberia. And then we have the like Monrovia group who making plans for how we leave from Monrovia to Maryland County. And then in Maryland County, we have people who will be responsible for local transportation.
Wow, this seems to be a really big reunion. How many persons do you anticipate having at that reunion?
Well, to be optimistic, I would say 700 or more. people, but realistically, like you just mentioned, we know times are hard. This is just an initiative effort that we're doing. So 2013 is like a kickoff of
Okay.
activities, ongoing activities that we plan for Maryland County. We do not intend to be for this to be one and only effort. So we're going to be optimistic and hope that everybody will be able to go, but realistically, we know that. And so we're working towards trying to find out who can commit and who cannot. And then as we work towards this transportation, lodgings issue, we're still trying to address that. So we really do not have a fixed number yet, but we know that as we reach out to more people, we'll get a final version of how many people will be able to make that trip.
Okay, 750 persons, including those from the diaspora, I think, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Then the next question that comes to mind, you having seven, maybe 500 plus Marylanders, both from the diaspora and Monrovia, Liberia as a whole. You having these people. What do you hope to discuss during this reunion that will lift Maryland, that will take Maryland from one step to another?
Okay, Desha, you want to go ahead?
Okay, we have already identified, things that we do when we go to Maryland. We are going to donate, medical supplies, educational materials, clothing, toys for our kids, and even, we are asking Marylanders to donate cash. And so we know that when we get there, we find things that our people need. And so these are things that we intend, projects that we intend carrying out for this year, even though later on, in future years, we'll do other things. But in our discussions, these are things that we are looking at to implement when we get there. Now we have 4 districts in Maryland County. We have contacted, representatives from those 4 districts. So it would be that we'll be focused in one district. We'll go from district to district, Barobo, Clarke-Wah, Soloke, and Harper, and make sure that we impact our people in those areas. But for now, we have some donations that we carry, as I said, with the items that we have here.
Okay, so you're gonna do this. Okay, let me know. Is this maybe the donation that you're gonna make in Maryland County? Is it gonna only benefit those in the county or those in Monrovia and are going back with you to Maryland County?
It will benefit people in the county.
Okay.
In fact, we will have a queen contest. We have football game, and from there we also have scholarships for some of our youth. Or you will have to be in Maryland County. So everybody from Monrovia and the diaspora will be headed towards Maryland and contributing to the people that are there.
Okay, you just talked about scholarship that a lot of young people, especially Marylanders in Monrovia, who might want to make that trip, will be interested in. Tell us more about the scholarship.
Comfort with.
Yeah, the scholarship will be for top deserving students, that is, those who come with high honors from the schools will be, from each school, will be the ones to benefit.
Each school where? Within Maryland County?
Maryland. This program is all about Maryland County.
Okay.
Yeah. So our focus is on the county.
Okay.
No one other outside the county is going to benefit from anything.
So if you're a Marylander and you dwell in Maryland County, then you benefit.
Outside Maryland, you cannot benefit.
Okay.
So we are encouraging more Liberians, more Marylanders, to at least take one student or take a child who cannot afford to sponsor them through education. Because the scholarship committee, some of the committee members have identified some students already. They set up their own condition, the criteria that the child is supposed to meet to benefit. So we are encouraging others to come and say, okay, maybe I want to sponsor a child from this district. I want to sponsor a child from another district. And through this, I think we have a good result.
Okay. Okay, Maria, you want to come in?
Well, yeah, in addition to the scholarship that she's mentioning, this is the first effort. So we hope that as we expand for the years to come, we will do what you suggested and what you were mentioning, include people from Maryland that are outside of Maryland. As we get more people to help us to contribute cash assistance and other things to offer, to be able to offer scholarships, Marylanders that are outside that are in need of scholarships might benefit. But what the idea is this: Maryland County has a university in Maryland County. So our key effort is to make sure that Marylanders also take advantage of this higher institution of learning, and so people who are already trying to go to university can consider going back to Maryland County to go back to school. So there's no real excuse to be in Monrovia when you have a university in your hometown that you can go to and still get a quality education that you need to make yourself a success in life.
Okay, this whole initiative started from abroad, from the U.S. So tell us, is this a 1 year, 2 years plan, or it's a long term plan?
It's an ongoing plan. In fact, we contacted the the various Maryland associations that are in the United States, in addition to those that are here, and they've expressed that 2014, 2015, and ongoing, there are various activities that are being planned for them to go ahead and do this similar stuff. It might be in a different form. Instead of a reunion, it might be like a convention, a seminar, but we want to do some major activity every year to help Marylanders in the development of Maryland. So we hope that this will spread out to other Marylanders, because in Union Strong, success is sure.
I know, right? Okay, Madam Theodosia and Madam Comfort, you are the ones on the ground here. Tell us, how are Marylanders from Liberia, or who are on the ground in Liberia, how are they taking this whole initiative?
Oh yes, they are embracing the idea. They are embracing the idea. We even had a meeting with a couple of days ago with the Maryland County Union, a permanent group responsible for various activities for the county, because we spell it out in that meeting that our group is non-political. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So people are more comfortable with this Maryland Reunion 2013 because it doesn't have any political motive. It is more social and reconciling than political. So it is easy to get more people on board, and people are, what we need to do is to create more awareness. But the little we have done, people have embraced it.
Okay, you're saying now to us that it is non-political,
Yeah.
but you are getting politicians involved, so there is a possibility that it might become political in turn to come.
We are praying for it not to be political. Those politicians are Marylanders. They are coming in as in different colors, different aspects. They are coming in as just Marylanders, but not politicians.
Okay.
So what, in addition to this, what we want to say is that we're not against politics in its sense, but this program is geared towards development in Maryland County. So it's not somebody trying to make a campaign out of this or something like that. So we want to make sure that people are aware that this is really development in Maryland County, and that's where it goes.
Okay, ma'am, you want to come in before we take one or two callers on this program?
We classify our politicians as permanent Marylanders. You know, they are special to us. We know they will have an impact during the program. You know, so we classify that there are so many of them. They are permanent Marylanders. We know we respect them, like our leaders, like our governors. You know, the commissioners. You know, people in charge of the various sections, like the districts. They are politicians, but they are permanent Marylanders, and so we keep them at that level.
So are the representatives, commissioners, and higher ups in government who are from Maryland, are they taking this seriously?
Yeah,
Yes,
taking
they
Yeah.
have given us their full support. We met them, most of them in person, and we continue to try to meet the others that we have not met because this is an ongoing effort. So we've met all of them, and everybody put their hands on our back and said, "Go ahead, we give you our full support." And so we're taking them to the award.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're out there, we're in studio here with Theodosia Clarke. She's the chairperson of the Monrovia Reunion Committee 2013 for Marylanders. Maria Nagbe Harrison is the U.S. representative for this reunion in Maryland County, and Madam Comfort Erskine Elliott is the co-chair for this reunion committee in Maryland County 2013. If you're from Maryland or you want to hear something or you want to ask them something you think I didn't ask, you can begin putting your calls through to 0777 and just ask the guest in studio whatever you have in mind. Okay. Before we start receiving calls, or before our callers get ready to kind of ask you some questions, you just tell me, in a nutshell, you are from America and you guys want to see the best of Maryland, but from the initial state, it's just starting. When you go to Maryland in December, on the 22nd of December, you said one of you said that you're going from county, from district to district. How is it going to be done?
Well, what we intend to do is to break up into teams, and so because of transportation and time, we know that we cannot get everybody across from one district to the other. So the bigger the crowd, the better, so that we can break up into teams and have the similar programs that we plan throughout the week. So, and I was just going to go ahead and give you maybe a little bit more of what the draft of what we were hoping to
Go
do
ahead. Okay.
in there. So on the day one, we're going to have an intercessory service, and then we were also planning on doing a Queen Rally where we'll collect money for the same projects that we're earmarking. And Joshua mentioned that we have projects in mind that we're earmarking. But what we decided not to identify a project right now because we want the citizens of Maryland County who are facing issues with what they're going through on their daily life with Maryland to identify the projects that they want us to carry out. So we're going to keep in mind what they are requesting, and then we're going to go from there. So we're still working on actually that. So then we want to have a health awareness. We have various key medical professionals that are part of the Maryland County, and they have offered to use their services to help Maryland County.
Okay, let's hold you there. You go on. We have a caller on the line. Good afternoon, caller.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Your name, sir, and where are you joining us from?
I'm Mr. Coleman, calling from Monrovia.
Okay, welcome. Do you have a question or you want to say something to the Maryland Reunion Committee 2013?
Yeah, I just have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Is the Maryland Reunion Committee for only those residing in Maryland or just Maryland, every part of Liberia?
Every part of the world.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thanks for calling. You can do same and ask whatever question you think you didn't get clear or you want to post to the committee members here in studio. We have another caller on the line. Good afternoon, caller.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Okay, welcome. Your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from New Jersey. My name is God B. Shiner.
Okay,
Maryland.
Mr. Shiner, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you and wish my fellow Marylanders in Syria God blessing.
Thank you.
Because this is a thing that we've been eating for. And I hope that God be with them and we can strengthen our country.
So you're going with them?
Yeah, if I have the chance, I'll go. And I just came from there, so that's my place. And I love being in Maryland County.
Okay.
But my more problem here is that I'm afraid of the politicians that will be part of this reunion.
What's your fear?
The politicians, they themselves cannot reunite themselves. Up to now, my sister, we don't even have a caucus. So I'm afraid.
Yeah.
I don't want to go personal with them, but I will pray that God bless this institute and the union program so that Maryland County can at least come to a peak.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you so much for your calls this afternoon. Well, you listen to the caller. He said he's afraid of the politicians because they themselves are not united. We have another caller on the line.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, caller.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Alexander Cooper, calling from Banja.
You from Maryland, Mr. Cooper?
I'm from Maryland, Plibo.
Okay. So how do you take this whole reunion stuff?
Well, I really take it to a high extent, and I must actually commend those people that are in the studio. But my problem that I have, even with our executives and other people, they don't really prioritize religious people. I have my brother that graduated from the Bible college in Monrovia, here, came from Plibo, and was stranded, met one of the former senators, and nobody to help him. So my problem is, they are giving scholarship to other people and leaving religious people out. Yeah, so it is my problem. So if they can think about also going to like other churches and say, oh, get scholarship, at least to give scholarship to people that like want to study the Word of God.
Okay.
But it's not like that. Yeah, so
Okay.
that's why I try to really close so they can think about it.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You've listened to some of the callers. It says that the higher ups in government from Maryland County are not taking religious people seriously. And I don't know if his comment is to you, whether you should do something about them, but I think he should go to Maryland County too and make his point at that reunion. And what do you make of that?
Yeah, I would agree with that. We, as I said, we were trying to keep this very non-political. So it's difficult for us to comment on a personal problem with his experience with this legislature. But what we're hoping is that this reunion will solve some of our problems, not all of it, but some of it. We'll get to know each other, we'll get to interact again, because maybe the differences being away from the county has put a little bit of impersonal relationship there. And when we get back, we can have more personal relationship and see that our county really needs all of us, not just the officials, but every Marylander, then this will kick off to be a good thing for Maryland County.
This would kick off to be a good thing for Maryland County. So yeah, then maybe other counties are members of other counties or citizens of other counties in the diaspora might follow your footstep and kind of make Liberia a better place for every one of us to be.
Yes.
Do you, okay, Madam Theodosia and Madam Comfort, do you want to say something to that?
Well,
Because you are the ones on the ground here.
yeah, when it comes to, religion, as my brother said, we know a lot of churches that give scholarships to the pastors. So we don't know which denomination he's in. And if we get that information, we could advocate, for him. We could go there. Like I'm a United Methodist, we give scholarships. And so depending on your religion, so he has to come with the detailed information. Before we leave, we give our telephone number that they can contact us. And then we can see from, where we go from there.
Okay, so anyone listening to, we've got 5 more minutes to go. So you're going to leave your telephone numbers, and then Marylanders in Monrovia who want to contact you and want to be a part of this reunion, this big reunion in December, can kind of get in contact with you. So it's better we get your telephone numbers and then we announce those numbers so that they too can contact you to be a part of the big reunion. So if you're there, you can call us. We've got 4 more minutes to go on this program. 077777107. And if you're from Maryland, come on, ask your people, man. They are planning this big reunion come December for all Marylanders, where you guys can sit together and discuss those things that are affecting your county, those things that you want to see happen. This time is not political, according to them, not me. They're saying that it is not political, and you can come and then you guys can discuss it. So maybe if you can settle it with the politicians, then these people who are just common Marylanders and who want to see the good of their county, you can settle your differences with them. And you can call 0886-518-313. You'll be talking to Madam Comfort. Is that 0886 518-313, or you can call Madam Theodosia on 0886-554383. And in case you didn't get it clear, we have another caller on the line. Good afternoon, caller. This caller is off the line. Maybe we'll take one more caller and then we get your parting comments. So if you're there, call us on 0777-777-107 and then interact with Marylanders who are planning this big Maryland reunion come 2013 in December, and it's expected to start on the 22nd of December. Okay, let's go back to you. You can tell us, give us your parting comment.
Well, I was just going to go ahead and quickly say some of the things that we have planned. A Christmas parade. You know, Marylanders have this big Maryland band, and that Maryland band has always been a good point for Marylanders. So we're going to have the Maryland band playing. We're going to have duckler dances, our traditional dance we call duckler. We're going to have those things on that day, Christmas Day. We're going to parade the whole town like we used to do in those days. Then we're going to have some culture shows. We're going to have a cleanup campaign where we're going to break up into teams and clean up every district in Maryland County. And you know, as to show that we can be down with the people as well. And then to wrap up, we're going to have a closing church service as well to give thanks to God for allowing us to be in Maryland County again once more.
Okay, and
Yeah, to buttress what she has said, I am appealing to every Marylander on our voice to come and participate into the developing process, because without a full participation of all Marylanders, this day won't become a successful day for us. So I'm appealing to everybody who got our numbers. Those who didn't get the numbers, we pray that there will be some way that they will get involved.
yeah, so maybe you guys can have announcements
Yes,
on radio
that-
stations
yeah.
where they can contact
Yeah,
you.
that's-
Okay, Madam Chair Lady.
Okay, and we also open an account at the IB Bank,
Okay.
and we have that number.
You want to call the number where anybody can kind of deposit whatever their own contribution.
Yes.
Okay.
So the account title is Maryland County Reunion, and the number is 0220 300 238 0810.
081 what?
0801.
Is it 0220 300 238 080? Okay, that's the account number.
That's the account number.
Okay.
The title is Maryland County Reunion.
And we hope to do a
International
publicity
Bank.
committee, a public service announcement with all this information, the contact numbers and the bank account number for people to get more information on it.
Okay, thank you so much for being with us here this afternoon on
For
Sky
giving us the chance to
107
talk
FM.
to you.
Okay, this is Sky 107 FM, the passion for broadcasting. You've just listened to Madam Theodosia Clarke-Wah. She's the chairperson of the Monrovia Reunion Committee, Marylanders Reunion Committee 2013. And we have Martin Nagbe Harrison. She's the U.S. representative. We also have the co-chair on the Reunion of Marylanders 2013. She's Comfort Erskine Elliott. And they were just talking about this big reunion that is taking place in Maryland County, where people from the diaspora are coming to Liberia, and they're going to see how their county is going to be more developed, and you guys are going to sit down and discuss those things that affect you as a people. And so if you're there, you're a Marylander, you know other Marylanders, you can come, you can call these numbers, and then you get in contact with them, and the numbers are 0886-518-313, or you better still call 0886-554383, and then these people will talk to you and give you more information on how you can be a part of this big reunion that is going to be taking place in Maryland County. My name is Tetee Gebro. Stay tuned, more programs on Sky 107 FM.
Shawty's like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. Got me singing like na 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 every day. Shawty's like a melody in my head that I can't keep on. Got me singing that. Na every day. It's like my iPod stuck on replay. We play. Remember the first time we met you.